The reasons why I love the Murphy bed that I designed and hand built for my little 6x12 house, and also what I dread about it. But when I'm done doing what I dread about it, I get to whip myself up a filet mignon dinner in this little castle. What I love about this Murphy bed is that it is folded up against the wall and it allows this tiny 6x12 space, like a walk-in closet, to be open. And when it's time, like everything else I do in this house, I just repurpose the space and make it a bedroom. It is super quick and super easy. You just fold it down and boom, you got a bed. And I am ready to go to bed. Time to get some Z's. And when you get up in the morning, it is super easy to make. But these covers all stay tucked in for the most part. So to make it, boom. Lift the bed up, hold that side back under it, give it a tuck. And quick and easy. My bed is made, it is folded back up, and my house has been reconfigured back into an open space. I don't know why, but stripping the bed and remaking it every week is just one of the chores I dread. I would rather do laundry 3 days a week than change the bed. But the bed must be changed. With that chore out of the way, I'm left to daydream about the delicious filet mignon I am having for dinner. Obviously, the Murphy bed in my house is a single-sized bed. One-man caravan. And this is a trucker-size mattress, so it's a little bit smaller than a traditional single, meaning I think it's a little narrower. But this is an 8-inch thick real coil spring mattress with memory foam on the top, so it is super comfortable. A little heavy. Now let's get this sucker made. Because it's so narrow through here, my big old butt's got to squeeze between this wall and the bed. And I have to open the shower door so that I have room for my butt to go to get this sucker made up. You gotta reach over. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. But it's doable. In the summer I just use 2 thin blankets, but in the winter I put thick wool blankets on it. Well, they're not thick, they're thin. Wool blankets are thin but heavy and warm. I recommend if you live in the cold and you want to stay warm, get a wool blanket. Even when the power's gone out and it's gotten down to like 44 in my house at night, when I have to sleep without the heat on, those wool blankets, they just keep you toasty. But I didn't want my bed right up against the wall when I designed it the way it hinges. So it has a little space right here. Achieving that space on the side of the bed was one of the toughest challenges for me when I built this Murphy bed. If you put the bed too close to the wall and put the hinges too low on the bed, when you go to open it, the bottom of the bed will just hit the wall and the bed will not open. And if you pull the bed out away from the wall and leave the hinges low, now it's halfway out in the hallway and there's no room on this side of the house for it to open. It would just hit the wall. So I had to design it so that it would fold down into my shoe cabinet down here. And the way I achieved that was to put the hinges up higher on the bed frame right here, and the bottom of the bed is actually down here. So the bed simply folds into the cabinet like that, and that allows it to be close to the wall and leave space over here when it's open and function properly. I'll show you how that works. This is my shoe closet, and you can see this is the bottom of the bed right here inside of this cabinet. And when you open the bed, it just starts coming out of that cabinet just like that. And that is how I achieved making my bed functional and having enough room to fit in a 6-foot wide space. These legs just cantilever out as the bed opens, and that's what supports that side. There are arms that stick up on the platform on this side, like this, and that's what holds the bed when it's up, so it doesn't fall down into the space below. And there are the arms that hold my bed in place from falling down into the cabinet. It's a tight fit. And the final topper, a thicker wool blanket. The weight of those blankets, it's like those weighted blankets you get that help you sleep. For me, they just push down and you're just like, and you just drift right off to sleep. It's a miracle. So the hardest part is getting the stuff tucked in on that side. But it's doable. Well, dang, that was a workout. So the reason I keep the two pillows, one, for if you want to have a higher elevation that something's wrong, you're sick or your neck hurts, but really the main purpose is to keep the mattress pushed against the frame when I fold it up, because those will go against the wall. And just like that, we are done. And the bed has hooks right here and on the wall in the front and the back. And I have straps that I made that are exactly that size that can hook in there, so if I'm traveling or moving the trailer, I can hook the bed so it stays there no matter what. And that is my Murphy bed. Now I'm left to daydream for the rest of the day about the delicious filet mignon I'm having for dinner. I can't wait. Tonight we are doing it up. Filet mignon. With baked potatoes, and I don't know what kind of vegetable yet. We'll see. Delicious filet mignons from the Bargain Market grocery outlet. Only $12.99. Grass-fed beef. They look delicious. Get a little seasoning on those. We're just going to do some steakhouse seasoning, 2 different kinds, just a little bit, so the beauty of the beef flavor shines through on its own. Time to get some bacon cooked up to go into the green beans. Get that stove cooking. Alright, get our bacon spread out. That pan's getting hot. That was dumb. We gotta get it all fit in there, because you know I'm gonna shrink up. That's a very thin piece. I think we'll just cook it as double. Need some tongs. And we're off. Dinner's gonna be delicious. Our baked potato, we're gonna do that up in the air fryer. Should only take 30 minutes maybe. It is time to flip that bacon. We're gonna save this pan because that's where we're gonna put our green beans. First we're gonna caramelize some onions and then we'll put our green beans in there. If you gotta eat canned green beans, you might as well doctor them up. These are looking mighty fine, mighty fine. Success. The bacon is cooked. Now we're gonna get some onion chopped up real quick and get those caramelized in there and set it aside. We're ready to go. Into the hot oil we go. We need a spatula to stir them onions. I'm not going to leave all this grease in the pan when I put the beans in. We're just going to cook these onions up in it. And then we'll take a lot of it out. Just to give the beans some delicious flavor. I think we'll call those done. And maybe you've seen through my window that my neighbor is over here using my barbecue. Just let it rest. Then we're going to rinse our potato and get it ready for the air fryer. Done. If you clean as you go, it makes life a lot easier. So we've got a little bit of this mess cleaned up so we can get on to our filet mignon. We're just gonna get our beans prepped because the potato's still cooking, because all they have to do is get warmed up and all this deliciousness. I'm not sure But after you drain the water out of the beans, there's not a lot of beans in the can. Is that inflation or shrinkflation? We're going to cut some bacon up to go in with those. Just several pieces at a time. Cut it up. And I think that'll do it up for those beans. Not going to add any salt. Not a huge salt fan. Because this bacon is salty enough. But we do need some pepper. Done. I think perhaps we should have a glass of red wine with this meal. Should we have the Apothic Crush, a soft red blend, or the Apothic Red, the winemaker's blend, which is delicious? I think I'll try this soft red blend. Easy does it. Oh, that smells super smooth. It is time to get these little beauties on the barbecue.
Your Aaron, you make the most stupendously delicious steaks. Timer is up.
You can never have too much sour cream. Delicious. Filet mignon, green beans with bacon and caramelized onions, and a baked potato with sour cream and chives. Bon appetit. My Murphy bed in a 6x